Currently, I serve as the Senior Vice President of Business Development for Enterprise Florida. That means that I get the privilege of heading up the team that is primarily responsible for helping Florida companies grow.
Growth can be scary, but it's also could be a great thing. We have every force pulling towards us in Florida. Everything is here to attract people. It's not to deter people. So what's great about it is it's inclusive. It brings a lot of diversity. It has something for everybody.
For me, there's a real personal passion in that. You know, I get to come into work every day and I get to go home every day knowing that what we did is bigger than ourselves. It's about helping our community, giving people opportunities.
We really try to enable technology where we can, but we are seeing a need to add more and more strategic advisors, right? Trusted partners.
So we always have the conversation with any company to understand, well, what's most important to them? And what's consistently risen to the top has always been a consideration in the higher end of those lists is talent. It's all about talent.
More and more businesses want to not just use software, but they want to talk to someone. People still want us to kind of walk them through and have conversation around what they should do and what are their options, right? And so we're seeing a bigger need for our sales teams to grow, our performance managers or our client service teams. That's probably our biggest growth, as well as obviously development to continue innovating and pushing things.
Can I get people, can I get good people, reliable people, trained individuals? And so, you know, Florida, you're seeing 1,000 people moving to Florida a day. You have the #1 higher education system in the country. Our state colleges and university system is just fantastic, pumping out talent as quickly as possible. So that piece and the weighting of talent in these considerations has actually been something that has furthered Florida's value proposition and really made us stand out.
If you just approach the university or colleges that are here, they have a need to place those students, right? They want to place those students into the local market. We have a need that we need talent pipeline, right? Well, it's a perfect source of folks coming out.
We want to make sure that the talent shows up at the door ready. So we're getting ahead of that need and making sure that they have the certifications, that they have the skill sets that industry is requiring so that when they show up, there's not the need for the company to go solicit as much resource and spend that time training them. They show up knowing what they're needing to do.
What's great is our universities allow us to come into the universities for job fairs and career fairs. Those are the basics, right? But going in and actually having mentorship programs, doing advanced accelerators, focusing on advanced internships.
By and large, by aligning industry and their needs with our education system and the talent that we're producing, those proactive efforts are getting us, you know, that much farther down the road and ahead of the other considerations on what is the most critical criteria workforce.
It's all sitting in front of you. If you just look at the landscape that's out in Florida, you have the universities and everything else to kind of help be a part of your growth.